JK Pedals Sunday afternoon drive, Arvo drive, and here are the dials. There has a volume and a gain and a tone. It also has a toggle. Down here is the most open sounding, and in the up position it's more compressed. There's a nice bright LED right next to the pedal, and it's pretty simple. It's like a standard overdrive you expect. But it's handmade in Melbourne by JK Pedals. You are also hearing the Wampler faux tape echo with that for the delay sound. And I'm playing through my Arena 50, which is a KT66 amp, and it's roughly on 1/3 power. Let's bring the volume up a little bit, and I'll play something else. What I'll do is I'll show the difference between the two sounds, the more compressed and the more open. You do lose volume in the compressed sound, so you've got to make it up. So this is on my Cort M900 with the neck pickup in parallel. Put it into the middle position on the guitar, and I'll just change the volume of the pickup. Actually, I'll put it on bridge. It's easy to control the volume. So, volume changes, full volume. You can hear my guitar acoustically there, so you can tell how loud I've got it set with the volume right down. So the clean sound is obtained about this volume, so it's pretty hot. But if I change the compression down to a more open sound on the toggle, then obviously you'll get a bit more headroom. It's a little bit overdriven, but if I bring it down. So now I'll play something else on the guitar. I'll put it back in the compressed sound. I'll bring the tone up, so it'll introduce a lot more of the high frequencies, particularly with the gain up. I found that with the gain down lower, you don't have as much high frequencies jumping out. So you can hear all those trebles coming in and upper harmonics being introduced. Alright, let's just see how it goes with full throttle, and I'll bring the treble right up. I'll put it in the open position. It's a bit hot, bring the volume down. Bridge pickup. Okay, that's my bad attempt at metal. Now I'll bring the compression back in, and I'll keep the gain up and the tone high, and I'll play a little bit of Satriani. Song. Faux tape echo was being used then. I'll turn that off and I'll play some rockin' tunes. Okay, with the compression in the open position. So you can hear a mid boost there, particularly in the low mids. There's a little bit more clarity in the low mids as well. And of course it sounds more open as well. And yeah, I think maybe I'll just turn the gain back down a little bit and volume up a little bit to compensate and bring the tone right up, and I'll play another Led Zeppelin tune. So you notice there that we're lacking a bit of treble, so if I bring the gain up, the treble will come back in. Can't really think much more to do. It's a pretty simple overdrive pedal, though I do like its sound personally. It has sounds quite good. Like it's very ampish in a sense. Not to mean that it sounds like an amp or any particular amp, but it sounds like my amp's just been given extra drive and boost. I suppose that probably helps. Something that helps that is the fact that my amplifier is a vintage style amplifier with KT66 tubes in it by Elbrick. So there you go, and I'll just I'll keep that on, and then I'll put it with another overdrive. Let's hear it with the Americana, which is a tweed sounding overdrive. So here's the Sunday overdrive by itself. So you can see it stacks really well. I'll turn the D&B off, and I'll put it with the my equalizer pedal. I've just got a Saturn Works looper down here that turns it on. That's a Radial PZ Pre. Sorry about all the bad camera work. Here's the original pedal by itself, Sunday Overdrive, with the EQ. So you can see it works well with that little bit of extra nudge from the EQ. Now I'll put it with the plimsoll by Full Tone. So Sunday Overdrive. Here's the plimsoll by itself. So you can see it's got this peculiar mid-range to it, which is designed to stick out. So when you put it with the Sunday Arvo drive, it certainly hots things up, and the Sunday Overdrive copes with it pretty well. The only pedal that seems to not work with it is my Ecstasy, but that's only because my personal opinion is that the Ecstasy doesn't really work well with that much at all anyway. Something about it doesn't like operating with other effects. So I'll give you a listen to that anyway, just in case you're interested. So this is just the Sunday Arvo drive. With the Ecstasy. Just something happens in the low mids, and there's this upper harmonics are really quite dirty sounding, which I don't really like. But of course the two pedals by themselves are fantastic. So that's the Wampler, and here's the Sunday Arvo. Personally, I think the Sunday Arvo is a much more natural sounding pedal, even though the Ecstasy is designed to be a clean sort of effect. It's hard to describe it, but it is known as basically being a cleaner sort of sounding overdrive. But the Sunday Arvo, I think, really just sounds a lot better. And the Americana is quite good too. The difference between those two is not immense, but when they're together they sound really good, which is something that doesn't happen with my other two pedals, the plimsoll and the Ecstasy. So here's the Sunday Arvo by itself. Now adjust the Americana. Both of them together. So they work really well together, which is great. Yeah, and that's basically it. I hope that's enough information about the JK pedal. It's pretty simple by nature, so. And JK's been really good. He's great customer service. How I've had to deal with him, he's been really good, and it's a really great sounding overdrive. I think it's if I took anything off my board, it wouldn't be that. It would be something else that I'd take off rather than the Sunday Overdrive. So that's a sign of, I think, of how much I like it. All right.